Have you ever wondered about the impact of your garden on the environment? As we delve into the world of eco-friendly gardening, we'll see that every seed planted, every drop of water saved, and every compost pile turned has a significant effect on our planet's health. Gardening, in its essence, is an interaction with the earth. It's a dialogue between human hands and the soil, between the gardener's vision and nature's bounty. But like any conversation, it's not just about what we say or do, but how we say or do it. That's where sustainable gardening practices come in. Sustainable gardening is more than just a buzzword. It's a philosophy, a lifestyle, and a commitment to making choices that benefit not just our backyards, but the world at large. It's about understanding the interplay between the soil, water, air, and the myriad forms of life that make up our gardens, and harmonizing our actions to support this delicate balance. This approach to gardening recognizes the value of each season and tailors its practices accordingly. In spring, it's about starting your garden with heirloom seeds and homemade compost, promoting biodiversity and reducing waste. As summer sets in, it's about conserving water and protecting your plants from the heat without resorting to harmful chemicals or wasteful practices. Come fall, it's about preparing your garden for winter in an eco-friendly way, ensuring that the cycles of life continue even as the temperatures drop. And in winter, it's about planning for the next year, carefully selecting plants and designing your garden to make the most of nature's gifts. Why does this matter? Because every choice we make in our gardens, from the seeds we plant to the methods we use to nurture them, has a ripple effect. It can either contribute to environmental degradation or promote ecological health. Sustainable gardening is our opportunity to make a difference. It's our chance to cultivate not just plants, but a healthier, more balanced planet. And the best part? It starts right in our backyards. So, as we venture through the seasons, remember, each choice you make in your garden can contribute to a healthier planet. Let's embark on this journey together, exploring the beauty of eco-friendly gardening and discovering the ways it can help us create a sustainable future. Spring, the season of new beginnings, offers a perfect opportunity to start your garden on a sustainable path. As the frost retreats and the world awakens, your garden is ready for a fresh start. And what better way to kick off the season than with heirloom seeds? These seeds, treasured and passed down through generations, are a nod to our horticultural heritage. They are often more resilient, offering a diverse array of shapes, colors, and flavors that can transform your garden into a vibrant palette. Now let's talk compost. Over the winter, you might have been diligently saving your kitchen scraps, leaves, and lawn clippings. This rich organic material is gold for your garden. It nourishes the soil, promotes beneficial microbial activity, and helps retain moisture. So as spring beckons, turn that compost heap and get ready to give your plants the best start. Spring also ushers in the buzzing of bees, the fluttering of butterflies, and the creeping of beetles. These pollinators and natural pest controllers are essential allies in your garden. By choosing pollinator-friendly plants, you're not only creating a feast for these creatures, but also promoting biodiversity. Think about it. A garden, humming with life, all working in harmony. And while we're on the topic of pests, let's consider our approach. Synthetic pesticides? They're out. Instead, let's invite nature's pest controllers into our gardens. Ladybugs, spiders, and birds, they're all ready to lend a hand, or a beak. This method not only keeps the pests in check, but also contributes to a healthier ecosystem. As we transition from the soft pastels of spring to the vibrant hues of summer, remember, sustainability isn't a one-off action. It's a commitment, a way of life that extends through every season. As spring blossoms into summer, let's carry these sustainable practices forward. Because in the end, it's not just about cultivating a garden, but also nurturing a healthier planet for future generations. Summer, with its heat and vibrancy, challenges us to maintain our gardens sustainably. As the sun shines brighter and the days grow longer, our gardens demand more attention and care. One of the key challenges of summer gardening is water conservation, but fear not, for there are eco-friendly techniques that can help us navigate this challenge effectively. Rainwater harvesting is one such ingenious method. By collecting and storing rainwater during the wetter months, we can provide our plants with a natural source of hydration during the dry summer days. This not only reduces our reliance on municipal water supplies, but also makes use of a free and readily available resource. Another water-saving technique is the use of drip irrigation systems. These systems deliver water directly to the base of the plants, reducing evaporation and ensuring that every drop counts. By using a drip irrigation system, we can maintain our lush, vibrant gardens while using a fraction of the water typically required. But water conservation is only half the story. The intense summer heat can quickly dry out the soil, leaving our plants thirsty and stressed. This is where mulching comes into play. Mulching involves covering the soil around our plants with organic materials like straw, compost, or wood chips. This simple practice serves a dual purpose. Firstly, it helps to retain moisture in the soil, reducing the need for frequent watering, and secondly, it suppresses the growth of weeds, which compete with our plants for valuable nutrients and water. So, as we bask in the summer sun, let's ensure our gardens do the same. By implementing water conservation techniques and using mulch to protect our soil, we can help our gardens thrive in the heat sustainably. And as the warm summer days start to give way to cooler autumn breezes, it's time to start thinking about the next phase in our eco-friendly gardening journey. As we transition into fall, let's prepare our gardens for the colder months ahead sustainably. Fall invites us to prepare our gardens for winter, but how can we do this in an eco-friendly way? As the days grow shorter and the air turns crisp, our gardens embark on a transformation. The vibrant hues of summer give way to the warm tones of autumn, signaling that it's time to prepare for the coming winter. This transition can be a crucial opportunity to implement sustainable practices that not only protect our plants, but also nourish the environment. One such practice is to leave fallen leaves in your garden. It's a natural impulse to rake them up, but did you know that these leaves can provide valuable insulation for your soil during the cold winter months? They form a protective layer that shields plants and soil from harsh winter conditions, and as they decompose, they enrich the soil with vital nutrients. In addition, fallen leaves serve as a habitat for overwintering insects and other small creatures, contributing to your garden's biodiversity. By leaving the leaves where they fall, you're providing a sanctuary for these tiny life forms, helping to maintain a balanced ecosystem in your garden. But that's not all. Fall is also the perfect time to plant cover crops. These are plants that are primarily grown to manage soil erosion, fertility, quality, water, weeds, pests, diseases, biodiversity, and wildlife in an ecosystem. Another eco-friendly way to prepare your garden for winter. Cover crops such as clover, rye, or vetch can help enrich your soil's nutrient content. They do this by drawing up nutrients from deep within the soil and depositing them in the upper layers where your garden plants can easily access them. And when these cover crops die back in the winter, they add organic matter to the soil, improving its structure and fertility for the next gardening season. In essence, preparing your garden for winter doesn't have to involve drastic measures or harmful chemicals. Simple, eco-friendly practices like leaving fallen leaves and planting cover crops can go a long way in enriching your soil, protecting your plants, and promoting biodiversity in your garden. As we brace for winter, let's plan for the next gardening season with sustainability in mind. Oh, winter, a time of rest and planning, is a crucial season for sustainable gardening. Just as nature slows down, so do we, taking a pause to reflect on the past growing season and look ahead to the next. But this doesn't mean we stop entirely. Quite the contrary, winter is when we lay the groundwork for a flourishing, eco-friendly garden come spring. One of the key steps in planning a sustainable garden is choosing native plants. These hardy wonders have adapted to our local climate and soil conditions over thousands of years, making them a low-maintenance, drought-tolerant choice. They also provide vital food and habitat for local wildlife, helping to support biodiversity right in our backyards. Next up is designing our garden layout. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's also about working with nature, not against it. Consider factors like the path of the sun across your garden, the direction of prevailing winds, and the location of any existing plants or structures. A well-planned layout can maximize natural light, provide protection from harsh weather, and even help to conserve water. As we plan, let's remember to keep sustainability at the heart of our choices. From the seeds we sow to the tools we use, every decision is an opportunity to tread more lightly on our planet and create a garden that nourishes both us and the environment. As we anticipate the return of spring, let's commit to making our gardens even more eco-friendly. Every garden makes a difference, and every gardener holds the power to affect change. Embrace this power by introducing just one sustainable practice into your gardening routine. Perhaps it's composting, or maybe it's planting for pollinators. Whatever it is, let's make a difference together. There are resources available to guide you on this green journey. Remember, the choices you make in your garden ripple out into the world. Let's make those ripples eco-friendly.